Salam Whaatwaa family, it's your boy Mr. Whaatwaa, and today, hey yo, skirt, man, check this out. All right, guys, we got this video today. It's called "Why Do New Muslims Leave Islam?" Emotional story. All right, let's get into it. Remember, this is your first time on the channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe and join the Whaatwaa family. Also, before we get started, put a like on this video. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check this out because I'm very interested in this topic. All right, let's get it.
I don't know if you can help me. I don't even know where to start. My life is a mess. I've been a Muslim for 5 years, and each Ramadan, instead of increasing in my iman, I question whether I can continue living as a Muslim. The loneliness I've felt over the last 5 years is one I never felt before I became a Muslim. I feel it even more in Ramadan. I receive so many emails about how to complete the Quran in 30 days, how to attain taqwa, but I just struggle trying to get through the days. When I took my shahada, so many sisters hugged me and gave me their phone numbers, but after a few weeks, they didn't respond to my calls or my messages. I'm so alone.
Wow.
It really hurts. They told me they would help me learn how to pray. I still don't know how to pray. I've tried YouTube and books and they don't work. I'm really struggling. I phoned my local masjid and they laughed at me after I told them how long I was Muslim and couldn't pray.
Okay, time out. Seriously? This right here. So basically it's a Muslimah, it's a female. She called her local mosque and told them how long she was Muslim, basically how long she'd been Muslim, and didn't know how to pray, and they laughed. I don't know about this story, bruh. Like, I don't know about this. There's no way. I don't believe this. I'm right now, just off of just listening to just this part, I don't believe this story. But we're gonna keep going. Let's go.
I'm so down and alone. I wish I could be like most and look forward to Ramadan. I wish I could read the Quran. I wish I could pray Taraweeh. I wish I didn't feel so alone. I have tried. I went to the masjid to break my fast, but nobody spoke to me. They offered me food and drink, but then after praying, they just ate in their little circles, smiling and laughing. You're my last attempt.
Wow.
Can you help me? I'm desperate. This is an email from a new Muslim named Mandy. Sadly, there are many stories like that of Mandys. There's a sound proportion of revert sisters who receive support to make positive change in their lives. In contrast, however, there are sisters like Mandy. The picture for most new reverts is indeed a very positive one. One needs only to attend a shahada ceremony and observe the mixture of excitement and nervousness sprawled across the face of the one taking that amazing step, crossing from the fields of kufr into the vastness of tawheed. It is such a joyous moment, both for the new Muslim and for those who are present, witnessing the guidance of Allah unfold in an individual's life. Most faces are streaming with tears as their heart increase in faith in the one and only Creator. Quite tragically, the situation can at times be very different, just as Mandy described in her email. More than likely, brothers and sisters that attend a shahada ceremony really have a good intention to keep in touch. Certainly excuses must be made. Perhaps they imagined that the new believer has a solid support network. After all, there were so many telephone numbers handed over that day. Others may be busy in their own lives and feel pressurized with the responsibility of helping a new Muslim. Passing on a few books and CDs is sufficient, but what if they needed somewhere to stay? The sad reality is that too many brothers and sisters leave the responsibility to others, assuming that there's enough support, when in fact, the new Muslim has absolutely no one to support her. It is at this delicate time that she definitely needs support, as the onset of tests pervade her life. It is as though upon uttering the testimony of faith, the new believers tested to see whether they truly believe, as Allah says, "We might test them who believes in the hereafter from them who is in doubt concerning it, and the Lord watches over all things." Had the new Muslim been supported, been shown how to pray, been taught the foundation of Islam, and given a firm foundation, been put in touch with a good group of brothers and sisters that took them under their wings and looked after them, they would have had the tools and strength of faith to deal with the tests that face most new Muslims. Unfortunately, due to a lack of support at the crucial beginning of their Muslim life, many issues arise which sadly often lead to someone like Mandy entering Islam with zeal and belief and leaving it weeks, months, or years later with hatred and disbelief. We need to mention one important point, as Ramadan is only a few weeks away. Ramadan is a time where many reverts feel very alone. We know that the purpose of Ramadan is not to socialize, but rather it is to attain taqwa of Allah. However, we must try to view Ramadan from the perspective of a new believer. Coming from a very non-Muslim sociable lifestyle, there are very few chances to really socialize. Ramadan is seen by many reverts as a time to be with others, to share, eat, and grow together. When this is not present, stark truths are deeply felt, and the new Muslim begins to realize them. The family they lost upon entering Islam, their lack of Muslim friends, and as a result, the huge social void in their lives begin to emerge. Fasting those first few months without much needed encouragement to make it until iftar is a huge mountain climb, and so many new Muslims give up and break their fasts intentionally. This results in them living the rest of Ramadan truly believing that it will never be forgiven, that Allah hates them, and they are destined for the hellfire. Observing large extended families coming together, enjoying iftar, attending Taraweeh prayer together, and preparing for the equivalent of Christmas, Eid al-Fitr, is a quite depressing time, as they realize yet again that they are all alone. Invite a revert around for iftar. Call them and ask after them. Do not assume that they are fine or even fasting. Doesn't matter how long they have been Muslim, really show that you care about them. Give a gift to avert this aid. It will build the love between you both and can have a lasting effect in the perception of Muslims at a time when they might be going through a difficult time.
Right.
Share part of your aid day with a revert, even if it is just for 1 hour. Really go out of your way to make it a special time for them. Besides Ramadan and Eid, one of the most important ways you can help a revert is to help them build a very solid foundation in their deen. Bring them closer to Allah and help them develop a strong relationship with their Creator. This step is probably the most crucial, as it marks the difference in how they deal with the various tests that will come their way. Do not look at a revert in terms of how long they have been Muslim. Remember that they spent 20, 30, or even 40 years with certain thoughts and practices that were completely alien to Islam. The psychological transition into a completely different way of life can take years. The problems and challenges that our fellow new Muslims go through today is unlike of that previous generations, and we need to be there to help our brothers and sisters when they go through this difficult crisis in their lives.
All right. Whaatwaa family, I want you guys to get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this video. Also, if you got a video you want me to react to, please send it to my email. I'm just sitting here thinking, guys, like, how can I say this? Like, I'm sitting here thinking and looking at this video, and at the beginning, when I said, hey guys, I don't believe this story. Honestly, after listening to the story fully, I believe that this story is true. I just don't understand mentally how in the world can you call your mosque your home masjid and basically tell them that you're having difficulty, and then they laugh at you. Like, to me, it doesn't make sense. But but then again, I haven't came across every mosque in the world, so I can't say that sister story was not true. But what I do want to say is that the pressure, I guess you could say, the pressure with being a new Muslim in society, I don't think I wouldn't say that there's pressure being a Muslim. There's no pressure being a Muslim. I think it's pressure when we compare ourselves to how can I say this? Like when we compare ourselves to other people on social media, or when we compare ourselves to other Muslims in the world, whether it be a Muslim at your masjid, or maybe a Muslim at your job or school or anything like that, or maybe even a family member, right? I think that's when it becomes difficult because there's no time limit. There's really no time limit in the things that you have to learn. If I'm speaking just on converts, there's no time limit in a sense. Like, it's not like you say a shahada today and then tomorrow you have the Quran memorized. Everyone is different. Why do you think that in school there's so many different programs for different ways of learning? You can learn in school, in class. You can learn online. Every school has their own, every school has their own studies of things you can study to be. Everybody doesn't have to be a lawyer. Everybody doesn't have to be a doctor. There's different programs, different degrees, different levels of education. So when I look at it in the same terms as Islam, nobody says you have to memorize the Quran tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, take your time. I feel like a lot of our pressures that we go through today is because we're looking at someone else and we're comparing ourselves to that person. And then we are pushing ourselves beyond who we really are. Some of us are visual learners. Some of us, can literally read a chapter in one day, right? You read a chapter and you have it memorized, right? Some of us can read 5 chapters in one day and have it memorized. You see what I'm saying? Like, everyone is different. So don't compare yourself to someone else and then put that stress on yourself because you feel like you're less, or you feel like you're not up to par, or you feel like you're getting left behind. Like, literally no one puts a I guess you could say a image of the perfect Muslim. Okay. You have to be the best Muslim you can be. Okay. You be the best Muslim you can be, and you create a relationship, or you create a bond with Allah, right? You create your bond with Allah. And then once you create your bond with Allah, then everything else will come smooth out after that. You see what I'm saying? So I think that's where the stresses come. Also, to talk about what the lady was saying about, during Ramadan, feeling alone during Ramadan. Yeah, of course, being converts, you're definitely going to feel alone, especially if you're, whether A, the only Muslim in your family, or B, you're a convert, but you don't have any Muslims around you because maybe you're in a predominantly, Christian, Hindu, or whatever other religion, society, right? So check it out like this. This is what I say. The best thing to do is, you can't force yourself onto someone. You can't force a friendship. You can't force a relationship with someone. I say that you keep the people around you that are going to benefit you and help push you to be the best person you can be. A lot of us go out here and try to get acceptance from everybody. Like, we want acceptance from everybody. Everybody we walk into, everybody we come across, we want to be accepted by them. But sometimes that's not what it is. So basically, take the time to stick to your circle, stay with your circle, and elevate and grow with your circle. And if the people that are meant to be in your life come, they're going to stay. And the people that are not meant to be in your life, they are going to teach you a lesson. That's how it is, man. It's your boy, Mr. Whaatwaa, man. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the video. Also, if you got a video you want me to react to, please send it to my email, mrwhaatwaa@gmail.com. Other than that, guys, if this is your first time on the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. We are the latest family on YouTube, and that's a fact. Also, before you leave the channel, put a like on this video. And guys, I will see you tomorrow, inshallah. So please take care. Mwah. Y'all stay safe. Salam.